Let's talk about the magic of pushing through fear. So, lately I was craving adventure and challenge. So, me and some friends decided to try bouldering and, yeah, climbing, like wall climbing indoor. Let me proceed by saying, as a kid, I was scared of heights. I was always found at the ground when there was anything to do with high altitude courses or anything like that. Even if it was like 3 or 4 meters above ground, ain't no way I was there. Ain't no way. But right now, I wanted to try it out. I wanted to, yeah, like attack the fear, face the fear head on. So, yeah, we decided to go bouldering and wall climbing, like I said. And it was scary. First, we went bouldering, like even at the 4 meters height, that was scary. You know, you kind of ease into it, try the easier courses. Like you have to follow kind of routes with the like specific kind of color of the holes. And then, I try to push my limits a little bit, tried out some courses. Of course, I didn't make all of the courses, and you could go on top of the like bouldering climbing wall, and then you could walk around and climb down somewhere else. And even going on top of that thing, Jesus Christ, that was something else. But I eventually did that, and it was all right. So I faced my fear, but of course I can push myself even more. But yeah, it's the first time, so it's okay. After the bouldering, it didn't stop there. We decided to go onto the climbing wall because it opened later. So we went to like a supervisor. We got harnessed up, asked for like instructions, and we began. First, I was like securing my friends that climbed up the wall so they can rappel down safely. I mean, that was already nerve wracking. And then and then it was my turn. We started with like a smaller course. Like we started with the kids course. Unbelievable. But I mean, it's the first time, so it's all right. We did that. That was okay. It was not super high, but yeah, it was still kind of nerve wracking. But then we moved on to a bigger, a higher course. Holy moly! That's when the fear started kicking in. I mean, I don't know if I'm exaggerating, but like double the height, so of the previous course. But I was, I was nervous. I went in there with like shaking hands. I was like shaking like this. I still did it. I was just like, okay, we're just gonna do it. And I was like, I'm not gonna look down until I'm up there. I didn't consciously decide that, but I was just gonna go for it. I was just gonna do it and see what happened. And I did make it to the top. That was something else. But then you can say like, okay, I'm ready, and then you tap like the number of the route, and you're like, give a sign that you're ready to rappel down. And my friend let me rappel down like smoothly, and that was fun. I was looking like from on top of the climbing course, looking down. I mean, that was cool. And then we went on to another course. With 3 people, we tried that. We didn't make it. There was like one part where it was difficult, and I, at least once, my hand slipped and I almost fell, but I didn't. So, well, that was something else. I was scared again. I mean, but everything was safe. We were good. I'm still alive. So, yeah, that just made me think. Like I said earlier, there's lessons to be taken from it, and I want to share 3 things, or kind of 4 things that I learned from it. First, facing your fears is a process and a muscle. So it's a process because it takes time. You got to do it multiple times to kind of get like lower the fear, you know? And it's a muscle because the more you face your fears, the less scary and big they become. But the more you abstain from facing them, the bigger and scarier they're gonna seem. It's not a big deal, so just go for it. But yeah, that's something I learned. And then the first thing, it lets you break your limitations and discover your capabilities. It's not only with like the fear of heights, but let's say fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of being alone, maybe fear of public speaking. Once you do it, you'll see like, oh, I can do this. Maybe it wasn't the best, but I can do this, and you can get better at it. So you discover that you're capable of much more than you think. And with that comes a newfound confidence because you just overcame something that you're scared of. So that's one thing. The second thing is unlocking new opportunities. So once you face the fear, go through it and do it anyways, do the thing that you're scared of anyways, new opportunities will pop up. It's like kind of like in a video game. You unlock a new region and then there's new people to talk to, there's new things to do and a new map to explore basically. So that's great because now, yeah, basically a whole world has opened up to you. There's new things to do. Then the third thing is it reinvigorates your life. And like, yeah, it makes you feel alive. When I was there climbing, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. But I was present. I was nervous, but I was present. When I was rappelling my friends down, I was there with them, like seeing that everything went okay, focusing on just letting him down safely. And then the climbing, I was just focusing on climbing. Forget everything, I'm just climbing right now. So it makes you feel present and it makes you feel alive. I mean, sometimes life feels boring and you need a little bit, you need a little bit of that, I don't know. Yeah, you need something challenging, some adventure, some excitement. And then, yeah, you get that from pushing through fear, which the climbing was a great example of. So that's another thing. It made me feel alive. It was so much fun. And then I wanna I wanna read a little quote that I came up with. Don't allow life to be mundane. Don't stay locked in your own comfort zone, and don't let your capabilities go unexplored. Just yeah, a little quote that I wrote down. Then I want to end with an actionable step. Let's pick one fear for you that you want to tackle. Write it down and write an accompanying action that would help you face the fear. Let's say you're scared of judgment, okay? But you want to start a YouTube channel. Now that sounds familiar. Then decide to tackle that fear, make a YouTube video and post it on YouTube. That's it. Simple as that. Plan it in and just take action. It's that simple. Don't allow fear to limit yourself and limit the opportunities you can take in your life. Take that fear, like grab it by the horn and smack the shit out of it, you know? That's how it's gotta be. We're here to take over. That's what we're gonna do. So that was it. I hope you guys take action. Yeah, that was it. See you in the next video. Stay good.